Tonight, the all clear is given after a frightening day in Cloquet, why a protest triggered evacuations. And new challenges, why the president is saying despite increased vaccine production, the fight against COVID is still in full force. Plus, a first of its kind, how tiny houses are being used to combat a big problem in Minnesota.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Cell phones buzzed across the Northland this afternoon after a public safety alert went out warning residents to evacuate the area west of Cloquet. A bomb squad responded to a Line 3 construction site near Ditchbank Road after workers reported suspicious packages they say protesters had thrown away. The Line 3 site is on the Fond du Lac Reservation in Perch Lake Township. CBS 3's Kendall Jarbo spoke with Carleton County Sheriff, who says even though it turned out the device was not explosive, many lives were put at risk.
Fond du Lac police responded to protesters blocking a road near Cloquet Friday. After officers dispersed around 20 protesters, 911 got a call from an Enbridge employee.
They witnessed someone, 3 individuals from, we believe, that same group that had dispersed, take and throw some type of device or devices onto the pipeline.
Officials didn't know what the device was, so they evacuated the area. 40 households were told to leave.
So we treated this device as though it was an explosive device.
A bomb squad determined the device was not explosive, but the incident still caused problems.
It caused fear in many residents. Many residents had to be evacuated from their home due to this. We want them to know that we take this very seriously.
The incident happened near the camp of water protectors, protesting the pipeline's construction. A member says the devices had nothing to do with them.
In my eyes is that there was a protester plant or infiltrator to come and make the water protectors look bad. We do not have access to explosives.
No one was arrested, but the sheriff says they're not done investigating.
We will press for as much charges, whether federal, state, local, that we absolutely can.
No one was hurt, and everyone evacuated is safely back in their homes.
Well, the bomb squad responded. Enbridge shut down the pipelines in the area. We're hearing from them again tonight. In a statement, the company said pipeline construction restarted this evening. Reps say the incident impacted the pipeline and people's lives. They plan on pressing charges wherever possible. All right, let's get a quick look at the weather with Dave now. I think here you are, Dave. How's it going over there?
Well, it's going pretty good over here, eh?
Good.
How about way over there?
Oh, over here, it's just fine. Yeah, nice and tepid.
Social distance.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for this whole pandemic.
Almost a year, yeah.
Yeah. No
How's
kidding.
the weather tonight?
You know, it's pretty nice. It's close distance to us. We can reach out and feel it. And it doesn't feel as cold as it's been lately. That warm spell is still building towards our region. As higher pressure settles in for the weekend, we are still continuing to clear out the skies and the flurries, and we're looking for a partly cloudy sky tonight. Taking a live look at downtown Two Harbors. Whatever snows we got on Thursday, folks there have cleaned up very nicely and around the region. You know, there is another chance for snow coming our way. It won't be on Saturday. Saturday should be a gorgeous day with that high pressure system bringing a clear to partly cloudy sky. We could start in the morning 5 to even 10 below, but then we perk up to 20 above in the afternoon. The sunshine of Saturday, though, gives way to a snow chance on Sunday. Temperatures will continue to climb. We'll talk about the odds of a snowy payoff for the latter half of the weekend and how much could fall coming up in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. President Joe Biden visited a coronavirus vaccine plant on Friday, while severe winter weather across much of the U.S. has delayed millions of doses from being shipped this week. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand is on Capitol Hill tonight with the latest.
As he toured a Pfizer manufacturing plant in Michigan producing COVID vaccine, President Biden said despite progress, new challenges have surfaced.
New strains are emerging. In a few days, we'll cross 500,000 Americans who will have died from COVID-19. I can't give you a date when this crisis will end, but I can tell you we're doing everything possible to have that day come sooner rather than later.
That includes ramping up vaccine production. Pfizer's CEO says his firm will soon increase the number of doses it's able to produce weekly, estimating it's on track to reach 200 million doses by the end of May.
The vaccines are safe.
President Biden worked to assure Americans who may be hesitant to take the shots, while other Americans are facing canceled appointments after this week's winter storm has snarled shipments. The White House COVID response team estimates a backlog of 6 million doses.
With everybody's hard work and collective effort, we will be able to catch up, but we understand this will mean asking more of people.
Here on Capitol Hill, the House could take up COVID relief legislation as early as next week. President Biden addressed GOP critics of his nearly $2 trillion plan.
Should we not invest $20 billion to vaccinate the nation? Should we not invest $290 million to extend unemployment insurance for the 11 million Americans who are unemployed so they can get by?
As the administration tries to triage the economic fallout and ongoing public health crisis, it announced plans to open new federally supported mass vaccination sites in Philadelphia and 4 in Florida.
FEMA says more than 2,000 vaccine sites are located in areas with power outages across the southeast. The pandemic has hit many of us hard, and it's why Minnesota leaders are standing in solidarity with Representative Ilhan Omar in support of passing legislation that could bring relief. The Democratic lawmakers support President Joe Biden's effort to rebuild the nation with his American Rescue Plan. It's a deal that includes increasing the minimum wage to $15 an hour, funding for state and local governments, and expanding COVID relief benefits.
We shouldn't be satisfied with a one-time $2,000 cash payment. We need monthly recurring checks like most of the developed world has.
Omar believes canceling rent and mortgage payments as well as canceling student debt will help America get back on track. State and municipal leaders are calling on national lawmakers to do the right thing and send relief to working-class Americans. A first-of-its-kind place to find shelter is nearly ready to open in downtown Minneapolis. Avivo Village consists of 100 individual, climate-controlled, and secure pods which will provide Minnesotans experiencing homelessness real solutions to permanent housing. Marielle Mose reports.
I mean, this is very exciting. It's a new model. People have not done this before.
Emily Bastian walks through the rows of multicolored homes, lining the inside of a warehouse on Washington Avenue in the North Loop. She's the vice president of Avivo, which has built 100 tiny homes in a climate-controlled space in hopes of being part of the solution to end homelessness.
We are in the middle of Avivo Village. Every door associates with a separate individual room.
Each pod is the exact same size. They'll come furnished with a bed and a chair in each room. And each pod has a window, but they come with their own drapes for privacy.
Everyone deserves housing, irregardless of who they are or choices that they make.
Each pod has its own lock, with vents going into each room, creating airflow when the doors are closed. There are communal showers and bathrooms. This village is for anyone in the metro experiencing homelessness over the age of 18.
And just see a lot of folks sleeping in tents, just building fires to stay warm, which can sometimes be a safety issue.
Justin LeBeau is part of Avivo's street outreach team, helping find people to stay in the village for as long as they need. A feeling of long-term safety and security, not just overnight, is what makes this shelter unique.
A lot of folks lose some of their stuff, so they're constantly in a struggle to either replace a tent or get a new sleeping bag.
The end goal is to find people permanent housing, and the team here is providing the resources to get there.
They'll be connected with a housing case manager and a mental health professional. We also will have community health workers and therapists.
Avivo Village is planning to open on or near March 8th. The project is funded with $2 million in CARES Act money, but they are relying on public donations as well. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, COVID-19 put many things in the world of entertainment on hold, but for some Northland musicians, quarantine sparked inspiration. We've got the details next.
51 above zero. That's the record high for this date. It's from 1930. The warm spell coming our way over the weekend and through the start of the work week could send us towards 35, so not quite the lower 50s, but again, 80 degrees warmer than we were last weekend. And it'll feel awfully nice. We'll talk about the temperatures and our chance for Sunday snow coming up after our break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 10 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson. And weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS 3. Get local vaccine information all at CBS3Duluth.com.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift, rugged Goodyear Duratrack tires, and Rancho shocks, when you have all that, the last thing you'll need is a road. The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, ready to off-road, right from the factory.
Get all of this and more in a Silverado Trail Boss for a great value. Use a $4,250 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, eligible GM card members can use an additional $1,000 in bonus earnings toward their purchase.
Honey, what are you doing?
Carpet's getting a little long. Tripping hazard.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Run! Who wants a brat?
Honey, just get in already.
It's okay to be a little overprotective.
Seriously?
After all, it's how we feel about our customers. Western National Insurance.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book, and as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke. Tuesdays at 10 only on Live Local CBS 3. Brought to you by Iron Mining Association. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, earlier this evening, we showed you this morning's lows, which for some towns still went towards 20 below around places like International Falls. Now I'll show you the daytime highs, which, keeping in mind the normal was 25, we undercut it all across the region. But compared to last weekend when we had a hard time cracking zero, this is a great improvement. So high temps today went from 19 above in International Falls to 17 in Hibbing to 21 in Moose Lake and Superior, and also close to that over the hill in Duluth and Hermantown. Ashland hit 20, Silver Bay 18, Hayward 17, and Watersmeet 2, 22 for Ironwood. Tomorrow, I think we're going to have very similar high temps. And then by Sunday, into the upper 20s. Monday, mid-30s coming around. I'll talk about how long those temperatures will stick around after we take a look, of course, at the current conditions coming in from Duluth International. Still 8 above, though here in the Twin Ports we could go towards 5 below overnight. 70% is the relative humidity. West wind, 7 miles per hour, 30.27 inches of mercury. The barometric pressure. Now, temperature is indeed dipping a bit, down to 7 below in Ironwood, 1 below in Watersmeet, even 3 below in LaPointe and Hayward as well. 2 above Superior, 2 below towards Cloquet and Moose Lake and Barnum and that neck of the woods. Getting towards 8 below in Ely, 7 below International Falls. So again, I think the general range of low temps will be 0 by the lake to about 10 below inland. A little brisk, but not bad, and then back into the 20s tomorrow for the high temps. And with sunshine, because high pressure settling into our region is clearing out the clouds here tonight from west to east, and that sets us up then for what's going to be a sunny and dry Saturday, thanks to the high pressure cell. But it goes away by Sunday, and a low pressure system from Nebraska will undercut our region, just like the one on Thursday did, and its northern reaches will reach up into our area here and kick us up a chance for snow. A 60% chance for light snow on Sunday. That could accumulate to levels like this. Here's the latest update on the map, and I'm thinking still about 2/10 in Baudette, going to maybe an inch for the Twin Ports and Hibbing, to about the inch range or so through northwestern Wisconsin and into the UP. Maybe 2.2 up towards Grand Marais. Not a big deal, but like Thursday, could make things a little bit slippery, so we'll have to watch out Sunday. Tonight, we're watching out for Minnesota low temps again to go 0 to 10 below with a partly cloudy sky. For our friends in Wisconsin and the UP, I'm thinking about 5 to 7 below indeed there, but slightly warmer right by the lake. For tomorrow, daytime highs Wisconsin, Michigan, close to that normal at 25. Should run the range of 21 to 25 degrees, and maybe 24 at best in the UP, but that's close enough. Mostly sunny sky and a south wind 5 to 15. Minnesota high temps, pretty narrow range, 20 to 22, but that's above zero. And with sunshine, sometimes that's hard to beat, that combination. Well, here's the combination forecast for the rest of the week, combining all 7 days. We see that we'll go towards the cloudy side and a chance for that snow on Sunday. Then mid-30s Monday and Tuesday. Flurries Monday, sunshine Tuesday, then straight up sunshine Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But it's not like an Arctic high pressure system's coming in behind that departing low. We're going to stay reasonably mild, at least through next Friday.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Dave. Entertainment is one of the many industries put on hold indefinitely during the COVID-19 pandemic. The uncertainty instilled fear in musicians and artists alike. Now, as vaccines roll out and we start to see a light at the end of a long tunnel, many are focusing on what comes next. CBS3's Jenna Wells introduces us to a local band that made the most of their extra time in quarantine and is now ready to share their latest work with the Northland.
In the basement of their West Duluth home, local band Brianne Marie and the Front Porch Sinners put the final touches on their upcoming live performance. In March of 2020, their work on a new album came to a screeching halt just days before they were supposed to record.
We had the shutdown for the state of Minnesota, so we definitely needed to wait till after that. But when the restrictions lifted, we talked about, are you comfortable coming back into this space to rehearse?
They've been following safety protocols for months in an effort to be together.
We knew that we were really risking things if we didn't do it right, if we weren't following all the rules that were out there. So we were masked up, and the air was thick with antibacterial cleaning products.
But frontwoman Brianne Marie Tepler says while they lost the opportunity to move quickly, they gained more time to smooth it out.
I think that the slowdown made everything sound a lot better. I mean, would you guys say?
I changed bass lines.
Each band member was looking at what they were doing prior to the shutdown, and then having that little extra time could take that extra consideration.
Tepler ended up writing the title track, Juniper, during isolation.
And I just identified with this idea that this really short, shrubbery little tree can survive these harsh elements over time. When I knew that there was going to be an album called Juniper, that's when I really was pulling all the pieces together, bringing them to the band so they could work their magic.
After months of work and steady rehearsals, the Front Porch Sinners are ready to share Juniper with the world. But the release plan has been tricky.
Just the evolution of watching those songs take shape and then finally being able to release that out into the world means a lot to not just me, but all of us.
Typically, album stores like Electric Fetus in downtown Duluth would be a home base for local bands, but that store has been temporarily closed since last March.
They do in-store releases, so we would have, an in-store appearance there where we would just play in the store and people would come out for that, and obviously that's not happening with it being shut down.
Instead, the group will host a live virtual concert on Saturday.
That's one of the things we miss is an audience, and we want to know you're out there and you're listening. And after the show, we would normally be hanging out. We would be at a merch table. We can't do that now, so we want to jump online and chat with you.
Fans can also purchase the album at several Duluth shops.
We're going to have our album at Wusso's Concert Cafe in West Duluth here, so you can drive through, grab a mocha, and grab a vinyl record or a CD.
As coronavirus cases drop and vaccines roll out, the band is moving forward slowly with fingers crossed, but not taking anything for granted.
One musician said, it's a lot of hope followed by nope. We're gonna line things up. We're gonna get it on the calendar, and we're going to hope that it works out. But we all know, we've been conditioned now for the last year to not expect something to happen.
The band will release their album virtually on Saturday at the Sacred Heart Music Center. The live stream starts at 7 p.m. You can find a link to the virtual performance on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Still to come, with the cold stretch breaking and the sun shining, Northlanders are finding ways to embrace the warmer temps. Find out how next.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. It's time to welcome the new year with the bath of your dreams. With our Say Goodbye to 2020 sale, we're offering 20% off labor, 20% off material, and no interest, no payment, and zero down until 2022. All of our products are backed with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and a lifetime warranty. For a free estimate, call us today or visit us online at bathplanet.com. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
As a person with a disability who values living independently and being safe,
it's great to know Access North has partnered with the Minnesota Department of Health to be a covert community coordinator.
Please help us protect people with disabilities and other vulnerable Minnesotans of all ages from COVID-19.
Contact Access North Center for Independent Living, your local COVID community coordinator resource for people with disabilities.
Hi, John with Prime Appliance, and this is one of the best times of the year to buy appliances because manufacturers are sending us their new models weekly, and we need the room, so we're closing out last year's models at rock bottom prices. Save over $400 on this 30-inch wide, 20 cubic foot Whirlpool French door refrigerator in smudge-free stainless with ice and water, now just $17.29. Financing always available. Have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance is the best place to buy your appliances.
Shopping for a new kitchen at Skips has never been better. Take home your dream kitchen today with Skips Fruitwood Oak Cabinets in painted or dark shaker styles. You can rely on Skips for quality and durability at affordable prices. Stop by with your measurements and see how you can take home beautifully painted or stained cabinets today at a truly affordable price. Visit us online at skipshomecenter.com or stop in to see our showroom at 4728 Rice Lake Road, Duluth.
Dinner with the Drakes tonight? Alexa, ask Buick to start my Encore GX. 4 fillets.
You know this dinner's for their
Kids. Thanks for watching them.
Where's the pizza?
The Buick Encore GX. Get nearly $2,300 purchase cash on Encore GX models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get an additional $750 allowance. Visit your Lake Country Buick dealer.
Local news and local weather here on CBS3.
Northwest Outlet is your ARE truck topper headquarters.
Don't let the weather ruin your day.
Covered by a winter storm watch.
Dave Anderson, Caitlin Moffat, and Peter Kavitkauskas. The CBS3 weather team, tracking more than just severe storms. Dave
Link Rec is having a huge free indoor heated boat show. Save over $9,000.
As a result of the cold weather the past few weekends, the cold front festivities had to be put on hold here in Duluth. Sam Worley is one of the Duluth Parks and with the Duluth Parks and Recreation Department, rather. Now, with the Northland beginning to thaw out, he says he's happy Mother Nature is allowing for the fun to start back up.
We're just hoping to find ways to help people get outside and enjoy the winter weather. Obviously, it was very cold a couple weeks ago, but now it's getting nicer out. We want to show people that it can be a lot of fun to get out into public spaces, into parks, even in your neighborhood in the winter, despite the cold.
The fun kicks off this weekend with the Yeti hunt in the parks. For more information and a full list of events, you can head on over to our website. Still ahead in sports, UMD with a score to settle against the St. Cloud State Huskies. Kelly's in with sports coming up.
Join us weeknights. We're live at 5 as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Your students, your patients, your customers, your family. You've got a lot of people relying on you. And that's why you trust Mediacom. With 99.99% proven network reliability, Mediacom keeps your home and business running. We know when your internet works, your life works. So we work around the clock to ensure you get the most reliable connection possible.
This past year, Wisconsin came together to take on COVID-19. Our frontline workers, businesses, and communities stepped up, and you are doing your part. We will stop the spread, but the fight's not over yet. As many await vaccines and our healthcare heroes battle new strains, we can't let our guard down now. We need Wisconsinites, individuals, families, and employers to mask up. It's the best way to keep safe. Keep washing your hands and social distancing. Wisconsin, we can do this.
Everything that happens on a day-to-day basis in terms of news, no matter what happens in news, weather is always constant, weather is always changing as well. So it's still an important role as the meteorologist to kind of still stay grounded and to kind of just know that role and what to take and kind of just make sure you're delivering what's the most important for your viewers. But then also I like to touch base on the national things. All of those news stories also tie in with weather stories because they do go kind of hand in hand.
Watch Jenna and Caitlin in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m.
Reading is an important part of every child's upbringing, and by supporting the United Way of Northeastern Minnesota's Imagination Library, you can help ensure every child has the opportunity to explore and imagine through books. Join me, Kristen Baki, on February 25th at 6 p.m. for a virtual pajama party-themed Power of the Purse event to benefit kids on the Iron Range and in Coochin County.
Epilepsy can affect anyone with a brain.
It does not discriminate.
If you have a brain,
you can get epilepsy.
But here's something that's just as important to know.
Anyone with a brain can affect epilepsy.
So let's use our brains to do just that.
Let's change the way people think about epilepsy.
To find cures.
Because if all of us can get epilepsy,
all of us can end epilepsy.
We just need to use our brains.
Let's use our brains.
Let's use our brains.
Let's use our brains to end epilepsy.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Tonight, the UMD women's basketball team had a score to settle with St. Cloud State. The Huskies upset the Bulldogs in last year's NSIC championship game. This weekend is their first meeting since. The Bulldogs need just one of their 2 games to clinch the North Division. It was a tough going for Mandy Pearson's bunch tonight, though. They didn't get a single offensive rebound in the first half, thanks to Nikki Kilbottom, who can score 2. UMD in a 20-point hole at one point in the third quarter. One thing St. Cloud didn't quite do was contain Brooke Olson. She had 22. The other big difference was the long ball. The Huskies dropped in 6 triples, 3 of which were from Brianna Evans, who had 17 points. The Bulldogs did make a late push and got the deficit down to around 12. Sarah Groh, nice finish with the left, but they ran out of time. St. Cloud State hands UMD their first loss of the season, 60-49 the final. The Dogs still have a chance to close out the division tomorrow afternoon in the rematch. The men fared a little better on the road tonight. UMD led almost the whole way to get a 73-60 win. Drew Blair had 20 points. It feels like every week we have a new record, award, or positive thing to say about Duluth Marshall's senior Gianna Napkin. She's already scored her 3,000th career point, but this season she is not done yet. Napkins now has 3,262 career points, officially passing South Shore native Megan Gustafson as the all-time leading scorer in the Northland, including both northern Wisconsin and northern Minnesota. She's 13th all-time in all of Minnesota. The Hilltoppers still have 7 regular season games left, plus a potential playoff run. So it looks like she's going to move even higher up on that list. Stay tuned. Only 2 teams remain in the Division II WIAA boys hockey playoffs, and Superior is one of them. After another thrilling win last night in the state semifinals over Lakeland Union, They're on to the state championship where they'll take on St. Mary's Springs for a chance to bring home their 14th state championship title, which will be a tall task. The Ledgers are the top-ranked team in Division II and have only allowed 1 goal throughout the entire playoffs, which came in their last game against Somerset. Superior head coach Jason Kalin has been in this position before when he won his 3rd straight championship as a head coach back in 2015.
Last time we went back, we were in the same position we're going to be in on Saturday, which is the underdog to the #1 team in the state. So bottom line is, last time we went there, the losing record, we just gave it everything we had and we won 6-0. So I'm not saying it's fate or whatever. I'm just saying we're going to go back with that same attitude and give it our very best and work as hard as we possibly can. We want the challenge of playing the #1 team, and we cannot wait for that opportunity.
The game will be played in Wisconsin Rapids, and here's some great news. It'll be on the My9 Sports Network as the rest of the finals are throughout the day. Puck drop is at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, so grab that coffee and watch the Spartans play for state title number 14. And the UMD women are back in action this weekend after having their series halted due to COVID issues within the Mankato program last weekend. Tomorrow's game will be on the CW. Sundays is on the My9 Sports Network. Puck drop is at 3 p.m. I'll be on the call alongside Zach Schneider. NBA scores from tonight. The Greek Freak puts up 29 points in the Bucks' 13-point win over OKC. Timberwolves, meanwhile, fall to 7-23 with a 5-point loss to Toronto. They didn't blow that much of a lead, though, so I guess we'll take that as a win. That's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Heart and Vascular Center. Don't avoid care during COVID-19. Ask your doctor how to stay heart healthy.
For a limited time at Home Sleep Express, get a king-size mattress for the price of a queen. This Luxuria King mattress is now just $549, plus 0% interest until 2024. King for the price of a queen at Home Sleep Express.
There are a lot of choices when it comes to automotive care, but how can you find someone you trust? At East End Auto, our customers have trusted us for the past 20 years to provide them with the best auto care. As your area's full-service repair shop, with the most modern equipment available to us, and backed by a 2-year, 24,000-mile nationwide warranty, honesty is what our customer relationships are built upon.
Locally family-owned and operated. Stop out to see why East End Auto is the community's trusted auto repair home.
Please help us protect people with disabilities and other vulnerable Minnesotans of all ages from COVID-19.
Access North has partnered with the Minnesota Department of Health to be a covert community coordinator.
We all want to get back to normal as soon as possible, so please help us stop the spread by doing the right things to protect ourselves and others.
Contact Access North Center for Independent Living, your local COVID community coordinator resource for people with disabilities.
Attention oxygen therapy users.
I was on oxygen tanks and I couldn't go anywhere, do much of anything. I didn't dare go far.
It's time to reclaim your independence with an Inogen 1 oxygen concentrator.
I got my life back. I really love my Inogen.
Inogen makes its own oxygen from the air around you, so you'll never worry about running out of oxygen again.
Do I think Inogen is worth the money? It's worth every single penny of it.
Call now for your free information kit.
Heart attacks and strokes happen, even in the midst of COVID-19, and at least one will occur while you're watching this. Heart attacks and strokes are medical emergencies. If you experience symptoms of a heart attack or stroke, do not delay seeking care. Call 911 immediately. Hospitals are prepared and can safely treat you. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus to learn more.
Now for a limited time at Home Furniture, you can get a king-size bedroom suite for the price of a queen. Like this king bedroom suite, now just $17.99, plus 0% interest financing until 2024 and free shipping. King comfort, queen price at Home Furniture.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide, downtown Duluth.
An Ohio business owner is making it his business to replace food with beer. But it's not just great taste and less filling. His Sudsy system is also fulfilling as he's doing it for a good cause. Ahead of Easter, many Christians celebrate Lent, a season of personal sacrifice. Brewery owner Dal Hall is sacrificing food and switching to a liquid diet for that time period. He uses his annual claim to fame to raise money for local service industry workers. Last year, he raised more than $10,000 in donations, and this year, he's shooting for $50,000. Dave, beer for a month? Nothing but beer for a month? You think you could do that?
Probably.
Probably. Might be good beer drinking weather tomorrow.
Well, what weather isn't, Tony?
That's true.
We've got to shift gears into the weather. What weather is good weather? Well, that's all in the thermometer of the beholder. But if you like it warmer, that's what we're getting. The cold snap is gone. 20 and sunny on Saturday, 27 and a chance for a little light snow Sunday into Monday morning.
Looks good. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for joining us. Have a fantastic weekend.